And welcome back to Kongo.
So we are starting up again with Kongo. I prefer to do like a clean opening to just sort of puttering around in the late game after I've screwed up an opening. So we're going to start up our opening again here, and we're going to do this. Try to do this quickly because technically this is not Tactical Tuesday. This is in fact Weeb Wednesday. But I want to get this done first. I have reset my schedule, my sleep schedule, so that I am awake earlier. Unfortunately, it then took me forever. I woke up at 10 o'clock, actually, so I had plenty of time to do this, except I didn't because then I ate, and then I felt sick, and then it was a whole thing. So, we are going to try to do our opening quickly. I want to get this done within the first couple of hours. If I can get control of all of this within the first couple of hours, that'll make me happy, because then I will be able to do what I want. We're going to set everything. Excuse me. We're going to set everything as a province of interest, so that our vassals will get the things that we need them to get, and we will build ourselves up to our force limit. I'm actually curious whether I want to build some cavalry or not. I think they're probably too expensive to be worth it. The issue with only having 2 cavalry is that I think the game still inefficiently utilizes your flanks. So it'll put the cavalry on the flank and then put the infantry outside of them, which will mean that I won't use my full flanking potential. So I actually am going to pick up 2 of them, and then apparently only 1 infantry, which is fine. Anything else that I need to do? Diplomats. I can send a diplomat out to do something. Yes, we need to send diplomats to Yaka to build a spy network. We need to go to build a spy network in Cuba. And these are the 2 places that we need to get a claim on. Next, we can do whatever we want. We're going to be waiting for claims on Kassanje, probably. And do we want to... We're going to get Mombasa as an ally again. So we're going to start them up. We want to get them quickly before they disappear. For now, I think I need to get myself in good shape here. We got the ability to grant generalship, call a diet. That allows us to get the maximum amount of military power here. Look at that. We go here. Oh my god! This is amazing, General. Holy shit. That's what I want you drilling, even though that means that there's a higher chance that you die horribly. I mean, even with the +1 shock bonus, like, that's still, like, the base stats of this guy is 4, 2, 2, 3. That is, whoo boy, that's a good general. So we have to wait until we have built up these claims, and we can still get our other stuff going. Let's grant monopoly charters. And what was it? Is it Nagoyo? It's Nagoyo. Prime Minister. Yeah, I haven't conquered anybody yet. You're right. Let's see here. What am I even doing with my time? I think it was this that I need to give them over to. Quick is a relative term, so when it comes to me, I am slow. Let's see here. What was I doing? Shit. Yes. So we're going to seek support. Recruit new. Indeed. Quick. Well, it depends. It is a relative term. It is a relative term. Let's see here. Even in that context. Because, sometimes you don't have a lot of time, and sometimes you have all the time in the world. Let's see. So we've got... What do we want to do? I think that's everything that we need for the opening question mark. No, yep, we already did this. We have... this no spoilers part is actually for other things. But yeah, you can go ahead and give me a tip if you want, but there's a very decent chance that I'm not going to pay any attention to it. That is the always warning. Let's see. I think we are set. I don't change all of my tags every time I stream because I never remember to bother. We have an online offer from Nioh? No. Let's see. Yeah, that's fair. And I guess I'm not actually in a I'm not in a rush. I actually used to do that for when I did Malacca, because Malacca, I know that my leader's going to die almost immediately, so I might as well do it instantly. And for this nation, actually, because I'm not actually worried about timing, you're absolutely right. I should have done that. I should have tagged that up quick. I need to get up to 1 so that I can pick up my force limit to max. Oh, whoops, that was silly. Just cancel drilling. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, prosperity is the new thing. New. Yep. So we're pumping up to +1. I forgot about the prosperity. Thank you for reminding me of prosperity, which I think I didn't have prosperity for my when I was doing the deving. I forgot about that mechanic. So maintenance modifier is lowered. Still pretty high. But we will be accumulating money over time. Do I want to sell these cogs? I could at the very least mothball them, right? Mothball ships. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and mothball these. I don't actually know the efficiency on mothballing versus doing other stuff. It would be tempting to sell them, but when I sell them to Loango, they have a tendency to delete their army because they go into debt. And I don't want them deleting their army. I think I sold 1 ship to them and they immediately deleted their army because they're idiots. So, you can't trust the AI to do anything. So, Yaka, we are slowly developing Thinger for... So, who are our alliance chains that we have to deal with? You are allied with Kasanje. Kasanje is doing their business. Chokwe Kikonja. So this is Kasanje and Kikonja. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to be using them for a long time, but then once I actually use them... Really? I didn't know that selling ships caused inflation. I don't think the tooltip says that. Those filthy liars. Those filthy liars. Let's see. So we got 0.76 income. We're going to go ahead and disable drilling because we're about to go in. And let's see here. We have you allied only with Kasanje. We have our first claim. And do we want to take both of these at the same time? I don't think I can if I don't get the claim myself. So Ndongo has actually claimed this, which is interesting. I don't think I want to give them this, though. We're going to take this for ourselves. So, let's see here. Stop. Spy network here, question mark, maybe. Do I want to go... I guess I'm going to annex them. So we're going to annex them. And so that means that we can start building a spy network here. Okay. So, do we want to declare on you? It's Chokwe Kunkonja. Kulundwe. That's a big alliance chain. And they are moving away from their border with me. We've got 111 here. I think I'm probably going to go against Nioh first. And I might just take Kasanje as non-co-belligerent and just full annex them. And not even worry about it. We'll take a little bit of a hit to Diplo. But I think it'll be worth it. So once we get this claim done, we can go in there. Alternatively, actually, this might be better. You're allied with just Nioh and Kuba. If I declare on you, I can set you as Thinger. I can get the claim here on Kuba now. Don't need to set you as co-belligerent to take that one province. And yeah, this is a nice limited alliance chain. How are we doing over here? Do we want to stop this for right now? We're not going to be able to do this quite yet. I really hope that Kilwa doesn't murder them. So, we're going to declare over here for our vassals stuff, and then we will take... Perfect, so Luongo has taken a claim here. We're all set. Go ahead and make the declaration. First, we're going to set our vassals to siege. Declare. And I'm not going to set anybody as co-belligerent, I don't think. Do I want to set you as co-belligerent? Yes, I'm going to set them as co-belligerent. And actually, I might be able to... This is completely... no. Kikonja is wherever that is. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, don't need to send them as co-belligerent. We're setting Nioh as co-belligerent. We've got 3 claims to go after between them. Why was there no war declaration sound? That was weird. Don't know why I didn't have a war declaration sound. So we should be able to drop in on these guys and blow them up pretty fast. That's... Hey, cavalry flanking ability, plus 50%. So these guys are going to walk right into that army, which is all well and good. Wow, please don't get wiped. Okay, they did not get wiped. Everything's fine. On the plus side, they're running toward... Okay. So what do we want to do here? Supply limit of 14, that's sufficient for our needs. This is jungle. These guys are going to Luongo now. I want them to come somewhere that I can fight them conveniently. I don't want to fight them with a penalty. We're waiting on the sieges either way, so... I guess I should have carpeted these. That's the problem with being dumb. Okay, so we're just going to pop in here. We should be able to wipe these guys quickly and easily. This is Nioh, so we just need to leave one army here to get this job done. And then we can pop over here to hopefully wipe these guys. And we're not going to be able to catch these guys here, probably. Oh, these guys are... This is an interesting choice on their part. I think that, yeah, we're going to be on the defensive, and they're going to run away. Oh, they're just retreating to here. There's grassland, and they didn't lose any morale, unfortunately, but they will lose everything else. So, now then. Looks like Ndongo's doing their job. We're going to leave one army over here. Ooh, that's dangerous. But not dangerous enough. So one guy gets left here. Not the most efficient war in human history. Not even a remotely efficient war, if we're being remotely honest. Let's go down here. And time to start doing the actual job of carpet sieging. Up in here. Okay. So I don't know why I'm leaving 5,000 troops just chilling here doing nothing. So this is, what, Highlands? Oh wow, I should have gotten here earlier. There we go. Playing bad is what I do. Okay, go ahead and split these. Put this up here. Where's my... Oh, this is both of them together. Move both of these together to here to interrupt that build. Just gonna pop here. This is Highlands. I don't want to attack them in the Highlands. So we're just gonna chill here. Split this army? Yeah. Alright. So, almost done. Do I want them at half? That doesn't matter. Go with no thing left. So, Lunda is having claims fabricated. And we aren't going to be annexing these guys, I don't think, so... Do we need to be here anymore? I guess we can go ahead and just pop over here. We have a really good siege general, so we might as well use him. You're slightly losing money. Well, that's okay. What the hell are you doing? Oh, we already won that siege. Perfect. Alright, so these guys are going to pop over here. We're going to get everybody together, I guess. The gang's all here. I was going to do that to protect myself, but I guess I don't need to now. So we need to take all of these sieges. Once we've taken all these sieges, we'll be set. Do we want to keep these guys sieging? I don't really see any reason to fight them anymore. I'm not going to need to get their stuff to 0. So it really just comes down to what's most efficient. I think what's most efficient is just keeping them away from my territory. If I can just get them locked into a siege on this province, that's best. I know I'd be defender here, but I don't need to fight this army at all. And taking some casualties is much worse than taking none, right? So rather than take some casualties there, I'm just gonna take 0 by fucking around with them. I'm just waiting on this siege because I can't peace out until I have Thinger in all these locations. We can go ahead and transfer you to Ndongo, transfer you to Luongo. I think, though, that taking this one will... I think it's Emperor that they're changing that, right? Yeah, they're changing that in Emperor, I think. So I am going to have to pay a Diplo cost if I want to take this province. So do I want to do it? I think it's worth it for just doing this first thinger here. Do we want anything else right now? I don't think so. I think right now we don't need to do anything else from here. This will allow me to fabricate 2 claims over here, and I can get... but, you know what I could do? I don't want to waste Diplo power because I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on rushing Renaissance as soon as I get control of this whole region, and I don't want to waste a bunch of Diplo power in advance. So we'll see though, because from a practical perspective, I might be better off just rushing through Cuba's territory. Feudalism you can get from getting just a... I'm going to be getting an alliance with Mombasa, who I forgot to keep improving relations with because I'm a talented individual. And from them, as soon as I get over to the Eastern Territory, so once I get control of Kazembe's territory, I'll be able to do it. But now that I think about it, I am in actually a rush for time here. So I think I am probably better off just annexing all of this. The problem is that I didn't set Cuba as co-belligerent, so taking both of these is probably wasteful. I'm just going to take this. This continues my chain in that direction. Alternatively, I could take this, or in addition, I could take this. This costs me 57 Diplo power, and then from here... we can continue on. I'm a little careful here because I didn't get what I wanted last time. Last time I had a slight problem. This is Cuba and Munda. So, do I want to take all of this? I don't think so. I think I'm going to do this. Lunda is allied with Luba and Chokwe. So Yaka, Kalible. We've got the ability to get a claim from Ndongo here. I just want to go all out. I could ignore Tio, but ignoring Tio I think is a bad idea. Is this long? That's long to this color. So similar to mine. I could fully annex them for 66. Should I do it? Let's do it. I'm gonna go all out. So unfortunately, that does mean that I have to deal with separatists, but that's fine. And this is moving to where? You're moving to Nongo. Set up here. Deal with that. Now then, we need to immediately fabricate on this province here. And now that we fabricated on this province, I don't actually need to control this province myself anymore. I can just give this to Ndongo. So we can go ahead and go to Ndongo and grant them Shinje. And do I need to core this other stuff? I guess I do. I'm going to need to core this stuff. We've got the ability to fabricate on Kuba's last province. That's done. That was a wasteful way to handle that, though. And we have Kalundwe, which we have to fabricate 2 claims on to finish if we want to do it efficiently. And I feel like I've already screwed the pooch when it comes to efficiency, to be honest. We have a decent diplomatic ruler coming up the pipeline next. So the current ruler is okay, but the next ruler is 6. So the heir always has 6 Diplo, which is good. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted right now because everything that I've done is already in shambles because I'm an idiot. So let's see here. Let's keep improving our relations over here. We want to get them to the point where they'll ally us. That protects our interests over in the east. Dealt with the separatists, and now we move on with our lives. So you guys are going to find a place that's nice and comfy. moving out and deal with separatists. Now, I have 3 provinces here. I do not need Malim. I didn't want to get rid of it while it was in control. So Malim is going over to them. That's 1 less province that I have to do. Well, I mean, if you come in here for world domination, you're probably screwed right now. Do we want the... Yes. So we're taking these. Because, yeah, I did certain things very inefficiently here because I'm a dope. I'm a dope. And we need... So, Kalundwe here. Do we want to worry about you yet, or do we want to keep focusing on our stuff? You know what? Let's keep focusing on our fabrications. I should have... So that I can improve Lunda's opinion of me, or I could not. Because why would I care what Lunda has to think? They are food. Okay. Neighbors are food, not friends. That's my new slogan. It's a good slogan. Oh, I am not paused. Okay, so we're almost done with this fabrication in Lunda, because we just can fabricate on Mapasu. We have Kalundwe that we are fabricating on. I think that I was worried too much about speed. I should have waited so that I could preserve some of this stuff. Yaka just broke their alliance with Chokwe. So they're only allied with Kikonja and Kalundwe. So if I can get a claim on this and this, then I can get all the way into here. And then Luba is allied with Lunda and Kikonja. So, interestingly enough, they will not be able to help anyone, and they'll be basically completely isolated once the war is over. So, that's good to know. What else do we need to do? We got the claim here. We have somebody building here. This is Yaka, yes. We have 2 claims on Lunda. Lunda is allied with Luba and Chokwe. Yaka is allied with these folks. So if I attack Chokwe, they're attacked with Luba, Kazebe. So I guess I'll wait for now. And we'll go after them once we've got that business done. And I'm not Kuba. Shockingly enough, I can't keep the 2 straight, but I am not, in fact, actually Kuba. And now we can just sort of wait. We've got ourselves suppressing our rebellions. We have income that's positive, despite the fact that we brought... I cannot believe I wasted so many troops on that first war. Jeez. Complete waste. Okay, the other thing is that I'm only doing 2. Why am I only doing 2? So Yaka, I need. Kuba, I don't need you. Okay, I actually will go into Mombasa, I guess. Question mark. Have the 2 claims on Lunda. So, yeah, there's not that many people that are immediately nearby. I don't need to be building spy networks once I've started the war. So, once we finish with Yaka, we can start fabricating on Luba. And then we'll be able to get 2 claims on Luba. So, we'll be fighting Kikonja and Kalundwe. This is Savannah. Once we get our alliance here, we'll be able to get feudalism from them. And, well, I say that. I won't be able to get it from them yet. But I'll be close to being able to get it from them. Let's see. The reason that I lost so many soldiers there is because I let them rebuild their armies. So I stack wiped the first nation, and then I had to fight them again because I let them actually rebuild because I was too concerned about running around and didn't realize I have 14,000 troops. They're not actually any use anyway. I only am using 8,000 troops to fight. And what I should have been doing is scaring them around over here with 8,000 troops while the rest of them completely carpet sieged everything. It was just dumb. It was a complete waste of soldiers because you stack wipe them and then carpet siege. You don't stack wipe them and then leave. There's no real reason for me to have lost that many troops. I mean, it's whether it's normal or not is one thing, but in that particular context, there was no reason for me to lose that many troops. Yeah. Well, that's what I usually do, which is why I'm annoyed with myself for wasting all those troops. Let's see here. We could get divination. Don't need to get it yet, though. Luongo plus... Yeah, that's basically free. Let's do it. And by basically free, I mean it's only 2/3 of our entire current net worth. So basically free. Let's see. We have 2 provinces here. We're going to get the fabrication on this one first. And we will be ready to go in once we've got... I could get innovativeness right from this. Oh! Look at this! Huh. Interesting. So I was wondering about this. So the uncharted territory within the borders of the jungles may seem threatening to many people, but our tribe has lived in lands like these for a long time and would never have thrived if we feared exploring the unknown. Now a large group of young hunters are asking the king's permission to explore and settle in whatever place they may discover. Certainly these capable people who could get a lot done if they didn't waste time on dreams of places not yet known, but who are we to stop the curious? So I can get 20 admin power and lose some prestige, or I could lose 3,000 manpower, which is my entire manpower pool, and get some settlers in Luanda. It does give Luanda used to tropical until the end of the game, interestingly enough. But I finally at least know what this is now. So the issue with this is that this costs the full amount, and the full amount is 4 ducats per month. There's no way that anyone can afford this when they have access to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the admin power instead, because I'm a filthy coward. We can get... Ooh, that is interesting. What is Mapungu? There's a lot. Okay, Mapungu is there. That's fine. You know what? What's a little unrest between friends? So I don't think that the innovativeness is going to stick, but maybe it'll last through one tech. We'll see. I mean, we would have gone bankrupt before we did it. I've actually seen plenty of nations go bankrupt trying to do that, including my vassal in the previous run. The nations in this area... Actually, to be fair, I have only... Did I go bankrupt? I don't know if during my early playthroughs if I had actually ever gone bankrupt. To be fair. I've certainly run myself into debt spirals because of the new corruption effects, but yeah. But regardless of whether I would have literally bankrupted myself, I don't think it's a good economic decision, to be fair. Like, this is not... Even when it's only going to cost me 2 ducats a month, I still wouldn't be... Oh my god, and I'd have to deal with 5,000... There's no way I'd finish this. Ugh, no. 5,000? With my 2 military... No. No thanks. Let's see here. We can now start fabricating on Luba. And how are we doing over here? You ready to get my alliance yet? Not quite, but they will be within a couple of months. So once I can get the alliance here, we will be all set. So that'll allow us to get that done. We have a little bit more before we get our claim on this province. Then we'll have full claims here. How's our aggressive expansion over here? The issue is that by not setting people as co-belligerent, I think I'm taking double the aggressive expansion as well. which is a little troublesome. I could take this province from Kikonja. Am I gonna be in... Yes, I am. Do I want to fully annex Kikonja? Or do I want to declare on Luba while I'm still at war here? I could declare on Luba while I'm waiting on those sieges. If I declare on Luba while I'm waiting on the sieges, Luba will not have anybody, I don't think, to help them. I guess they'll have Lunda, but that won't help them too much. Oh, I can't declare on Luba before I finish because I need to finish in order to get this sealed. That's fine. That's fine. So hopefully we get that done. If we can get our vassal gets a claim on Lunda here while we're at war with all these jokers, we'll be in good shape. So where do I want to be standing here? I want to be next to these guys. This is grassland. The problem is that there's no good places to stand for a long period of time here. I guess I could split. So we're going to do that, actually. We're going to split this army. And they'll both arrive at the same time. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? And I can actually put quite a lot of troops here, so... You know, what could go wrong is I could suffer attrition on the way because I'm a dope and I sent them both at the same time. Look at that. They happen to arrive at the same time together. Okay. So, we are going to put... $10,000 troops over here. And we can dive either these guys or these guys. I think what I'm actually going to do, now that I think about it, is we're going to set my vassals to support. Because I don't actually trust them to do the other job correctly. So we will set them to support, and then we will come into Yaka with them, because then they'll have Valongo at their backs. And that should do the job, I think. We should be fine. But, meanwhile... Wait and you wait and you wait and you... I guess I could go to speed 4 for this part. Oh, no I can't. This is why I don't go to speed 4, is because I'm always forgetting things. So, we want to get the alliance with Mombasa as fast as possible. And I don't actually know exactly how close I need to be. They have rank 4 Diplotech already. So, they have a pretty sizable limit there. So let's get ourselves a royal marriage with them. Nice. There we go. So we've now got a solidly locked alliance with them. We've got our 25 here. We can fabricate the only claim left, and then we can declare on them and get this done. So they are allied with Chokwe now. So who do we declare on? We're declaring on Yaka, I guess. Yes, we're declaring on Yaka, and we don't want to give this to our vassal. We don't need to set you as co-belligerent, right? Yeah, we definitely don't want to set you as co-belligerent. Okay. It's all gonna be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and have Kumbana be the thinger, and we just move our army in, and these guys should be nice and toasty. Oh, I guess I need to actually allow people to attach, huh? You know, that part of this whole sequence of events might be slightly important. So these guys are popping to Munain. This is jungle. I actually don't want to fight them here, so I'm just going to push them away for now. And we're going to leave these guys here. hop over to... Oh, we don't have military access here. So... I have changed my mind. I don't know why I thought that I was going to be fighting Lunda, but I am apparently a crazy person. So we're going to set these all to siege, and we're going to have you leave. It's a little advantageous to actually set some of them to support just so that I can defend myself a little bit easier. But conveniently here, these guys are... We don't have military access through here, so unless the game is bugged out, which is not uncommon, they should not be able to get to me if I have these troops here. So we can go ahead and detach siege here. We can move over to here. This is only 8,000 troops, though. Do I want to move to there? Where they... Oh, hey, buddy! Did not see you there. So they actually managed to get through there without really running into any major fights, which is a little surprising. So on the back end, we will be busily carpet sieging these guys. I don't think we'll be able to piece Kikonja out of the war right now. Do we want to see if we can get these guys gone? Do I want to even be sieging this right now? We are going to change one of these guys, because who has 4? Luongo has 4. So Ndongo, guess what? You're unsupportive now. This is the army that you can support. And we are set. So we now will outnumber them, and we have a way better general, probably. We have a substantially better general than they do. I'm actually going to go into the Highlands here, because then they can't retreat into the Highlands. It does risk them jumping in there, though. So we've taken this. And can we actually piece out these guys rather than fight them? I'm going to wait for these guys to lock in over there, actually. Once they lock in to leave, then we can just walk in and have fun with that. And who is this? They are actually going to help out. And by help out, I mean they're going to just get themselves completely wiped. Kikonja can be pieced out of the war now, probably. Yes, so I can piece Kikonja out. Do I want to do anything to them or not?
If I piece them out now, I guess either way I'm going to be...
Okay, yeah, we're going to piece them out. And we're going to piece them out in a way that hopefully... Okay, we're not going to piece them out that way. Not yet. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so the war's over. We just have to wait for this siege to finish. And once the siege is over, we will be set. This siege here. We don't need this siege at all, actually. So we've got somebody working on Luba. We should probably start doing something with our peeps. We need to be fabricating claims on Kazembe. And we need to be fabricating claims on other people as well, probably. Let's see. And I guess what I can do now, you guys can leave. They're not necessary. What else do we need to do? Anything? Not really. So, we can piece Kikonja out, but we can't take everything that we want. The basic gist is that I want to put them in debt, because if I put them in debt, then they're less likely to help Luba in their war. That being said, I guess it doesn't really matter. We have a ways to go before we're piecing these guys out. And I could actually just take this territory as well if I wanted. Do I need to be fabricating any more claims? Probably not. If I were to take everything... then I can't tell. I can't look until I control this. So, we've got very little manpower. This has surrendered. We're now at 98% war score. So, we could actually take this and create a massive coalition against us. Yeah, the fact that we did not set these guys as co-belligerent is actually causing us problems now. So, Luba and Chokwe are really the only relevant figures on this list. Chokwe we have our claim for, but we're not going after them yet. So, we're like Luba and Chokwe. So, they're actually allied with Kuba now. That changes the dynamic of this considerably. So with them being allied to Kuba, I can actually declare on both simultaneously. So this would allow me to get in with Luba and Chokwe. Luba, Kikonja. Am I building? I'm not. I probably should be, but I'm not. Do I want to annex you? I guess I'm not going to be annexing them either way. So, do we want to do this? Yes. Do we want to do it before we're ready to get all of our claims? No. Actually, no. We don't even want to do this because it's going to be too much aggressive expansion for right this second. How much AE do we have with you? We still have quite a bit of aggressive expansion with Rwanda. To be a little careful about going too excessive. Actually, can I piece you out for... No. I can't get what I want out of them. I think what I might do is piece these guys out for economic benefits. I don't know why I'm doing this when I should have my vassals doing all the work for me. I need 45 here before I can immediately just fabricate and declare. So I want to wait on that before I piece these other guys out, because I don't want to give them the opportunity. Oh, did they declare? Nice. So these guys are now all at war with these guys, which is fine. We can piece out Kikonja. Kikonja probably won't even exist after this. We're going to go ahead and do this. They actually might, because I'm planning on going in on these guys, so there's a decent chance that they'll still exist. And we can get some extra prestige by having them end their rivalries. And that's all we're going to do for them. We're just taking this money. How much inflation do I get? It'll give me a little bit of inflation. Do I need to worry about the inflation? I actually don't. I'm not going to bother doing that. We're going to do this and have them give up their claims, I guess. There we go. So we get a bunch of prestige from them. And now we have a little ways to go before we can do everything that we want over here. We're going to pop down here. Where do we want to go? Chokwe and Luba are fighting. Oh! So you're actually fighting... Oh, this is great. So Luba's actually at a war right now. So what do we want? So if we were to declare war on you, Chokwe would still join you. Hey, Renaissance ticks. It actually takes 2 years late, which is kind of nice for us. And do we want to declare on you? Oh. Kuba will not join. Kuba's too far in debt to join them. Interesting. Since everybody's out of this anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this. And we could have them give me money. I don't think I need to. There we go. And do we want to core all of this? This is part of this province chain. I don't think I want to take that for now. I think I'm going to just grant that to the Kongo. Yeah, we're going to just get this to the Kongo. The other two, though... Oh god, this is such a shitty state. Ugh. It's a shit-tacular state. What's Yaka? Okay, is Yaka worth keeping? Yeah, it's part of the state that we already have. Okay, so... Next on our agenda is pulling to somewhere else. So we can now fabricate on you. We're going to fabricate on Luba first. And we no longer have to worry about them discovering our agent because they can only discover it at 25 plus, which is good. These guys can start dealing with rebels. You guys can also start dealing with rebels. And at some point I will increase the autonomy there, but I won't do it quite yet. So Kazembe, we are fabricating on... So Lunda is probably going to join the war when I declare on Lunda. So we can drop these guys down here, I guess. They're in Savannah, so I don't have to worry about that. And this is not the best opening in human history, but it's fine-ish. It's fine-ish. And let's see here. We got one more month. And once that ticks, we can get the declaration going. Lunda is allied with Chokwe. Is Chokwe going to be willing to join this war even? Probably. Is Luba going to be willing to help people right now, actually? Luba is actually losing a different war right now. Oh, let's go ahead and fabricate. And there we go. So Luba is allied with Lunda and Kuba. You're allied with Luba and Chokwe. Who are, interestingly enough, they're currently at war with each other. So if I declare on Luba, then I end up at war with just them and Lunda. And then I can wipe Lunda, and once I wipe Lunda, this part is already over. They've lost this war, so if I can siege down these provinces, that'll be great. Worst case scenario, somebody else starts fucking around over here and taking my shit. So we'll have Kusu be the war goal. We will unpause. And it's 26th and 29th. So we're going to move these guys in together. This is actually their capital. I didn't notice that. There was a point where I did know that, but I forgot about it. Alright, so we're going to pop over here. We will wipe this army. Once this army is wiped, we can send the rest of our troops up. These guys should come down to siege this. And how are we doing here? This army is attachable, which is fine for now. And we can do our business. These two will probably have to consolidate at some point. Do I want to... Yes, I'm actually going to set these guys to siege. You know what? No, I'll leave them unattached. It's fine. That way I can control where they go to siege. We're going to actually go this way. So you guys are here, and we can actually, it looks like, full siege these guys. This is great. So these guys are popping to a weird location. Hopefully we get here first. If we get here first, which we have, then we are in really good shape. These guys are going to fight, and then once they've fought, we can come fight them as well. I'm actually going to send you here. I'll just leave you here for right this merry moment. So these guys are going to get into their pissing contest, and it looks like I don't have to get involved here at all, because Luba is losing the fight. So we are now popping this army over here. I thought that I had already sent them over that way, but I guess I didn't. I was relying on my friends here, which is a problem, because it means that these guys are going to arrive first. Who's in control of the siege here? You filthy Chokwe scoundrels. I might have to declare war on Chokwe. Do we want to declare war on Chokwe, actually? We have a lot of good reason to declare war on Chokwe. If we declare war on Chokwe, they're currently sieging this province, and I have the claim. They're allied with Lunda, who I'm already blowing up, and Kazembe, who is unfortunately still willing to join. So if I did declare this, then I could actually finish up this entire section of the map right now. I can just consolidate everything into myself. Do I want to do that? That's a good question. These are two completely different nations. That's very weird. Why would I need diplomatic casus belli? Wasn't that on my vassal? I think I was going to get a casus belli against my own vassal. Let's see here. So, how do we feel about taking control of everything? Oh, look, we can't because we don't occupy any forts in the area. Lovely. So, about that thing where you exist and are sieging down provinces that I need. I feel like I'm going to need you to stop that. But maybe Kikonja is going to finish sieging this province. If Kikonja takes this province down, is this their capital? It's gotta be. So if Kikonja takes this province, then maybe they will peace out and I'll be able to not worry about it. What's the progress here? This is up to native 21%. We don't need to take control of this siege until they're ready to actually finish it. So, and we cannot take what we want to take here because of the thing. Looks like Rwanda and Burundi are willing to start joining coalitions off of this. So this whole not declaring co-belligerence thing has potentially had some consequences here. Let's see, if we declare on Chokwe, we can get into a nice war with everybody in this region. The issue is that if we declare war on everyone in the region right now, we don't have any claims down here. That said, you're at 21% now. Do I want to take this siege now? I feel like I might want to just inherit this siege from them. You know what? It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Worst that could happen is they finish this siege, and then I'm very sad. Let's get over here a second, and yeah, we're gonna run here. So hopefully my vassal troops ends up being on the front line here. Okay, and now we are inheriting this siege, which kind of sucks because it means that. Oh, look at that! Nailed it. Frickin' nailed it. Where are you guys going? So we can now finish this war. So this war is over. Do we want to take this as well? I think we do. We got to take this so that we can get access to this territory down here. So once these guys are off the map, we'll see how this goes. This is going to give us Buha. Let's see. So Kuba isn't relevant because they got a truce with us for now. Lunda isn't relevant because we'll get a truce out of this. Kikonja is relevant, but we have a truce with them right now. They're not going to exist, though. Chokwe we are at war with. We're planning on annexing them. Rwanda's a problem. Burundi's a problem. Buha's a problem. We have 3 nations on the list actively. I guess we could actually be doing something, sensible. But that would be silly. Why would we do sensible things? So, we finished a mission to expand Kongo. That's great. We can now start pumping our cores. Yes, let's core everything. How are we doing? Corruption's growing? That's not acceptable. We have Cuban separatists to worry about. And we can't actually eliminate them completely, so we might want to... Let's pump our autonomy here. And you guys... pop around here. So we know where their army is. That this is the Kazembe army. And there we go. So one of the nations that was going to join a coalition against us has now ceased to exist. And that's great. Luango is going to need to be set to attach because they are literally walking straight into the enemy army. And I don't want them to do that right now. They can do that later. So we're going to take these guys out first. Once we've taken them out, I don't like that. But I also don't like having Stinger. So we're now going to walk down this way. We're going to have to take out this rebuilding army. And now we can set these guys... Actually, we can probably set them both to siege now. Let's set these guys to siege. And with them set to siege, they will hopefully detach away. Ooh, hey, ooh. I'm going to drop an army here, and then we're going to send the rest of these guys out. Should have sent 2. We'll drop 2 armies here. They are still building troops, which is a little surprising to me. Didn't I set them to siege? Why are they still following me? Why are you following me, brah? Let's see. Nobody's gotten rank 3 military yet, have they? No. So we're going to just pop up here. We've got 14,000 troops. They've got, like, nothing, so... And by nothing, I mean they have actually quite a few, but they don't have enough to cause a problem for me, really. Pop these guys over here. What are you doing? Why did you detach? I need you to keep being attached. One of you is supposed to be attached. Ndongo? Why was Ndongo the ones who were coming over here with me? What the hell is wrong with you people? You guys do not seem to understand the roles that you've been given. Well, whatever. So, pop through here. And these guys are done, so we can go ahead and move them here. These guys are actually going to go here. There's nobody building right now. You guys are going to head over here to get this back. These guys are going to try to siege this. They're not going to get... they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. These guys are going to Songye. Boop. Ship durability. That's super useful right now. And these guys are sieging this back, but I don't actually trust them to do that. So... They are all going to Songye. So I think they're all heading over here to finish that job. And what we're going to do now is... I think... set you to... no, we're not going to do that. Get over here. Are you guys going to move? They are moving. Alright, so once we get to here, we have a pretty solid route. These guys are going to here. We can actually just send everybody over here. This is Savannah. These are cavalry that are going to be completely helped. I'm actually going to move out here first, though, because I don't want to risk them showing up on me. These guys are coming up here, so we're going to wait until they're locked in, then we're going to just dive. This army is going to pop over here. And we are all set. So these guys are now going to try to reclaim some of this carpet-sieged territory. And I think I'm just going to take one province here. Oh, I can just take this province now if I want. And we can take... Why are they willing to let me take that province? I don't have any of the forts. I don't have any forts occupied over here. It's weird. This is who now? This, interesting. So, for whatever reason, I can just take Tabla. And that actually might be a good bargain right now. If I just take Tabla, I'm not getting a huge amount of aggressive expansion. So, we have a few places that are solidly on the list. But it means that we can put an end to this war quickly, and we can core this province, which will allow Mombasa to feed us. And then we have a truce with everyone around here. We have the ability to casually... So we're taking this province. Okay. So we are done with conquering our way toward our ally. And we now have a truce with everyone in the region that is super relevant right now. We have how much money coming in? We have a decent amount of money coming in. We have cores finishing up, and we are all set. It's now 3:33 a.m., and I think that is sufficient for Tuesday. So we've now finished our Tuesday stream, I guess. I would be. It's tempting to wait for this to start up, but I don't know that I want to bother with that. So the other thing that I can do is I can actually fabricate a claim over here, and I'm going to start doing that, because if I fabricate a claim over on Burundi, I can actually vassalize them directly, and once I vassalize them, I can proceed to get claims on that whole region. So, Rwanda has joined a coalition against us, and that means that there are 4 nations that can join. And I don't think those nations are going to actually declare right now. We have 6 years before we can declare on you? Damn. Damn. So we have 7 years before we can declare on them. So that's 7 years before anybody in our region is a valid attack vector again. Okay, cool beans. So, we can get the other claim here. We've now got a claim on most of the provinces in our region. We haven't quite consolidated this whole region yet, but that's okay. Is Burundi going to join anything right now? I should have actually set one of my diplomats to start targeting outraged countries, because I don't actually need that many claims now, and I don't need to do too much over here either. Ooh, I can request they share their maps. Except I can't, because I would need to get closer. I can I'm sure they're at maps of East Africa, but that's kind of pointless right now. Alright. So Chokwe has entered an alliance with Kuba. And right now, we're just waiting on these to finish coring. Once these core, it's probably when this section cores that we're done. That's my guess. And do we need to set anything as an actual state? Not yet, I don't think. So Burundi has now entered a coalition against us. If I had gotten my claim on Burundi immediately, I actually could have gotten them as a vassal. But I don't think it's a big deal. There's only 4 nations involved in this, and they'd have to declare on me and all of my allies, which I don't think they're going to do. Mombasa is probably scary enough on their own to discourage an attack coming in. Let's see. So we've cored Hemba, and so hopefully that will transition to these guys doing what I need them to do. Okay. I need you to send me that offer. That delicious, delicious offer. And damn. So, here's a question. My current income is what? I have a total income of 7. There's no way that I'm going to run a deficit from this. So, why haven't you sent the offer? I might need to finish coring this. I might need it. Do I need to have... I don't think I need it to be a full core. I think it just needs to be a territorial core. But we'll find out. If I don't get it within like a couple of months of finishing this, then we'll be fine. So Buha is in a coalition against us. All these folks are fucking around in a coalition right now. So I guess I should probably start fabricating on everybody over here. Because it looks like... Does Burundi have a claim here? Burundi has a claim here. I don't need to get a claim here. Burundi actually has all the claims that I need. So, we don't need claims there. Do we have claims on Chokwe? We have a vassal claim. We do not have our own claim. So let's fabricate a claim here that we'll use eventually. And for right now, I think we are in okay shape. So it's going to be a while before we're comfortable coming across to here. We now have a less technologically advanced army than our neighbors. It's a little tempting to pick up Latin medieval infantry now.
I'm not sure if I want to do it now, though.
I guess if I pick up Latin medieval infantry, that makes me immune to a coalition here. There's no way that somebody's going to attack me when I have this. If I don't pick this up, there's a chance that everyone gets to rank 3 and they decide that they want to start going after me. So it's a bit up in the air right now. Let's see. 2. Welcome back, Celestial. Let's finish this core. Oh, what happened? What happened to the ear? What happened? Let's see. Was there a loud sound that happened? Oh. Yeah, I didn't actually look at it, so I have no idea what that is. If that's a troll post, feel free to just ban them. I don't know what that is. I didn't feel like clicking on. Oh, I'm paused. Let's see here. We have a lot of people trying to get independence from us. I cannot imagine why. Why diddly why? And this also gives us corruption reduction. Cool. There we go. The sophisticated affluents of Mombasa are giving us the chance to catch up on technological process by the means of knowledge sharing, giving us 1% growth towards feudalism in our capital area provinces. Naturally, a monthly fee of 10% of our income will be paid if we accept. This expires once 10 years have passed, or blah blah blah. Don't give a shit. We are done. So we get the Edict of Advancement, and this is going to be at least for 12 months. 12 months is great. We're all set, and now we can look at other things. Because life is good. So, how long is this going to take before we get it? This is going to take 1.6. So 1.63 into 100. That's going to be every year at a 2. So that's about 20% a year. So that's about 5 years. So in 5 years, am I going to get over my limit? I have a 3%, so 3% is 30. So that'll be another 5, so 80. So will I have 1080 within the next 5 years? Maybe. I actually don't know. But it's better to save than it is to do that, I think. For now, we are going to look over here. The Lunden Separatists are not who we need to worry about. We actually need to worry about the Lubin Separatists. These Lubin Separatists are causing trouble. We are just going to pump this. And this. Alright, so that pumps the Lubins off the table, I think. Yep. And we're set. And, oh my goodness, look at that, given actual reasons for bans. What is this madness? What is this madness? That's not nearly authoritarian enough for this stream. Reason, I am the law. Let's see here. I have a friend who runs a Discord who runs it in a very bureaucratic manner, where it's like, they think that they need to have actual reasons to do things. Where it's like, oh, well, technically they haven't broken any rules. And it's like, yeah, but in practice they're destroying the entire Discord. Yeah, but technically... I don't care about technicalities. Purge them with fire. Let's see here. I can afford to lose 60. We're all set. And we can get our claim up here. And I'm like an inherently authoritarian individual. So, like, for me, it's just like, oh, well, I don't need bureaucracy. What's interesting is I'm inherently authoritarian, but I think that bureaucracy on a large scale is, like, way better. Bureaucracy is amazing. Don't get me wrong on bureaucracy. It's an amazing institution, and if we didn't have bureaucracy, we would still be living like this. We'd still be living by the sword without bureaucracy. But actually, we might not have invented swords before bureaucracy, now that I think about it. Bureaucracy is pretty old. But the larger scale your system gets, the more bureaucracy you need in order for it to actually work. As opposed to just, like, being a tyranny that just doesn't work at all. We've got a claim from Ndongo, so we don't technically need to get a claim for ourselves, so I'm not going to bother. We don't need our own claim here. We have a claim on this. Truce will end in 4 years. We did not get a coalition formed against us, and I think... Oh, I'm actually going to go on a little bit of a tirade about tyranny. So the basic gist is that in small group settings, it's very valuable to have a single individual looking out for the best interest of the group who's willing to just make decisions. If that person is bad at their job, then it's bad for that to happen. But if that person is actually good at what they're doing and they're legitimately looking out for the best interests of the group, then because communication between small groups is easy and because people are reasonably good at handling small group delineation of tasks and things like that, it actually works reasonably well. Once you get into a larger scale where you're looking at even like a city level, bureaucracy becomes very valuable. But basically, the larger scale the system gets, or the more disinterested the parties are in each other, the more bureaucracy you need, which is basically, bureaucracy is preventing people from doing things as opposed to letting people do shit. Right? So it's like anti-authority, almost. That's how I would describe bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is anti-authority. It allows you to prevent people from doing things that you don't want to have done. But that bureaucracy leads directly to inefficiencies that are problematic. However, while it does create all sorts of problems, the problems of having an individual even attempting, no matter how smart they are, attempting to make like large-scale decisions on their own and just like unilaterally making decisions without bureaucratic backup immediately falls apart in a large-scale system. And that's why bureaucracy is important. Even though I am an inherently authoritarian person, at the same time, so they're at neutral. They should drop out of this coalition eventually. But I think we're going to actually end things here for this particular moment. I'm going to end here because it's not Tuesday anymore, so I shouldn't be playing this. There's nothing Japanese about Kongo and Europa Universalis 4. So we are going to be switching over to Nioh for the rest of the day. I did do this because with the way that I rescheduled my sleep, I just didn't have time. Did I not put myself... Oh my god. This was a test file that I opened before the stream because I wanted to look at some shit and I didn't want to overwrite my save file, and this is not on Iron Man. Well played, Ark. Well fucking played. We're not on Iron Man. We're gonna have to restart. It's all good. We'll do it next time. Life is good. Honestly, this wasn't a great opening for me. I did much better on my previous opening. I do think I'm going to use more co-belligerents early on. I don't know if I'm going to keep using the horses. I think I probably should. The horses preserve manpower at the cost of a little bit of money because they're more powerful units. And I think I can afford it. But that's going to be it for right now. Next time we will apparently be restarting Kongo. Well, next time we're doing Nioh, which is in like 2 minutes once I reset all the stream data. But next time we're doing this, we will be continuing Kongo. We'll be restarting the game because apparently I'm an